Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Jets are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Broncos, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Patriot! 36!
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Here we go! Brand 38!
In motion, a noon walk.
Undercrush!
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Flex round! Flex round!
Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Ohio!
On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kaiser. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They give to Smallwood. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser being chased out left. He may try and run for this. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Kaiser on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet. But right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play fake. Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Two times. Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
To throw is Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is knocked down from the side, around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ballard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Back in, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Tight end left, tight end left. Gun! All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
right, Roger.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Anunwa's got it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ohio.
Here's Kaiser. Found his target. It's Anderson. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 46. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Two times. Here we go. What? 3 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump off to Smallwood. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Kaiser. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 9-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. What? 90. Ohio. Check 27.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ohio, come on! 3 down. Shift.
They try again with Smallwood. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Oh, yeah!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Here we go now.
On third down, that's Newman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he's got his man on the out route. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now Kaiser. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Kaiser, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Let's go. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Grand 1.
First down, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on. Flex round. Flex round. Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down. Flex round.
And he motions the wide receiver. And off comes to Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Watch 7. Ohio. Ohio. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch it now, Barney. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll set up a throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
That's caught left side by Jake Butt. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Launching one. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Think
yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
White, 90. White, 90. Hey, we got 3. We got 3. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Switch it. Switch it.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Launching one for Henderson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Following the interception, Kaiser, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Kaiser to throw it. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play clock winding down. Kaiser. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the wideout in motion. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Ohio! Here we go!
On play action, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
You don't know no better. Here we go!
51. A first down throw for Kaiser. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Grab it. Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
From the gun, Kaiser. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hurry up. 59 Mike. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ballard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Kaiser now on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Brand 38.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser finding some room at midfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Kaiser now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand, flex round.
Kaiser yet again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That one good for 7 that time. And it'll be a New York first.
Here we go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Flex round. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Kaiser on 1st down. A dump off to Smallwood. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. They'll look to throw here, and they'll turn things over. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Here we go now.
In motion, Anunwa. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll bite, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, four down. Here we go now.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Denver, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move.